Another death at the City Justice Center, sparking more calls for action.
When I got there, it was literally on fire.
We have to have leadership that's willing to make swift changes.
Tonight, the candidates for St. Louis mayor respond after the 19th death inside the city jail in 5 years. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush. The latest detainee death came less than 24 hours after the man was rushed to the hospital for a medical emergency and released back to the jail. 5 on your side's Annie Kroll is live outside the downtown jail tonight with new reaction from city leaders. Annie.
Mike, this death at the City Justice Center comes less than 48 hours after we were given access inside the CJC. And of course, this is coming just months after Mayor Char Jones appointed an interim commissioner.
On Saturday, a man was taken from the City Justice Center to St. Louis University Hospital after staff found him on the floor. The interim corrections commissioner, Doug Burris, said he was then discharged back to the CJC. He was found less than 24 hours later in his cell, unresponsive, and later pronounced dead at Barnes Jewish Hospital. Hours later, the death was brought up at the Urban League's mayoral forum.
A lot of times, our detainees come to us with multiple comorbidities and multiple illnesses, and it is difficult because this is the first time they have ever seen a doctor in 10, 20, 30 years.
The mayor's right. There are health concerns when people are incarcerated, and she's right. This is a time when many people, haven't seen a doctor for some time. We have to be fully staffed to make sure that folks can get to and from the medical facility.
The initial toxicology report showed the man's death was not drug-related and seizures were suspected. In recent years, the jail has been plagued with riots, harsh conditions, health concerns, and close to 20 detainee deaths. Just last week, 5 on Your Side was the only local TV station given access inside the CJC, where we asked detainees about the conditions.
This is one of my good brothers that I'm working on now that, come from a broken home. But I talk to him, I understand him, and it helps him with his mental.
Jail leaders were reintroducing a program allowing detainees to meet twice a week to focus on resume building, job training, and housing assistance.
They're telling us what it is that we can do each time, instead of just being stuck in a cell and not knowing nothing.
Just last month, the I-Team sat down with former detainee Stacy Strozier about what he saw inside.
The toilet wasn't working. It was just feces, urine, throw up, stuck in his toilet.
I've always thought that the medical services were probably our weakest point.
Reverend Darrell Gray, the chairperson for the city's Detention Facilities Oversight Board, says the mayoral results will dictate whether or not he will resign from his role.
When you become mayor, when you sit in room 200, as another famous Missourian said, the buck stops here. And so take responsibility, say I messed up, I could have done better, I should have done better, I'm going to do better.
I do know that our health providers, which we have recently gotten new health providers, are doing everything that they can to make sure that our detainees are safe.
We have to, as a city, as a society, be trusted when people are in our custody to at least have the expectation they can live through that short period of time when they're in our custody waiting for trial.
Earlier this week, Mayor Jones pointed to the start of the demolition of the controversial St. Louis workhouse, fulfilling a 2021 campaign promise. The medium security jail was closed in 2022 due to inhumane conditions, with the detainees moving here to the City Justice Center. Reporting live in downtown St. Louis, Annie Kroll, 5 on Your Side.